Welcome back, everyone. I am very excited to share with you that I have attained a piece of the Holy Trinity. The Trinity is Vacheron, Audemars Piguet, and Patek. My collection, I have an AP, and I do not have a VC or a Patek. Well, until now. I'm super excited to share that I did get a VC. This is the VC Overseas chronograph with the blue dial. A little bit of backstory on this one. I told my AD that I actually want the dual time. And so I was a little bit torn about this one. I think what I may try to do is actually get all three. And I told you I have a small group of friends that we're very into watches, and we kind of have a crossover watch collection. And I think it'd be really cool if all three of us had a blue dial overseas in our collection. And so I may still wait for my dual time and maybe pass this on to my friend. But in the meanwhile, it's here with me. I'm super excited to get going. Hey y'all, before we jump in, it would be great if you could please like and subscribe to help support the channel. So let me go ahead and open it up. We have the VC box here. It's wrapped in a nice microfiber case, and we have some goodies. We have the warranty card, and then we have the watch box here. It's actually more of a pouch. So if we take it out of the pouch, oh, this is a cool looking box. Look at that pattern, that design. Let's pop it open. Cue angelic music. And here we go. Here is the blue dial VC Overseas chronograph. This is the 5520V. It's the refreshed version of the Overseas line. Previously, it was the 5500V. All three steel overseas got a little bit of an update, and now they have the 20 in their reference number. This is a super special watch. I think the blue dial is so gorgeous. No video will do this justice. It is much better to be seen in person. So there are a little bit differences between the 5500 and the 5520. It's a little bit thinner, and I believe it's a little more tapered on the bracelet as well. And they also updated the mechanism on the buckle. You can see the patterning on the subdials. You've got the date window at 4:30. If you lift up the bottom of the box, you will see that there's a hang tag, there's the deployant, and the leather and rubber straps. Oh, that's interesting. So if you flip this over, there's actually room for two watches in a single watch box. His and hers, maybe? In different lighting, the dial looks a little bit different. The shimmer of the markers, the hands, and this is all in all quite a gorgeous watch. I pulled off the bracelet so that we can take a look at the case back. So 5520V, the gold rotor is, the detail on it is just amazing. And then inside, we can see that gorgeous movement. You can see the escapement right there. The finishing and everything is just so cool. And let's take a closer look at this dial. The detail on this dial on that outer edge, so below the rehaut, you can see that blue, how there's that patterning. It's almost like texture going around the dial. And then you have the deep blue center dial that looks almost like a sunburst. If you look very closely, you can see the lines. And then in the subdials, you've got the circular patterns. You can see the lines and the numbers are printed on those subdials. So yeah, I mean, beautiful watch. Let's try the chrono. There goes the hand. This is absolutely gorgeous. Enough gushing about the watch. Why don't we go ahead and go over the measurements? It should be 42.5 millimeters and right on the nose. So this is 42.5 in terms of diameter. Check out the thickness. I think the new thickness is supposed to be around 12.67. I'm seeing it at 12.7. I think that's about right. Let's go lug to lug. Lug to lug at about 50.6. I'll just do the width at the top of the bracelet. So it's 23.6 and it tapers down to 18.1. Really good taper on the bracelet. The other straps also have a good taper on it too. So you've got the rubber here and then you've got the leather here. Both have a pretty good taper. Let's take a look at the lume. We got the lume charged up here. It's got very good lume. It's got this nice light blue color on it. Yeah, I mean, if you go out from the sunlight into a dark area, you'll definitely be able to see the time. It's a little thin, but not too thin. It has a presence, and I think it looks very tasteful. It looks very elegant. I am a fan. Let's check out the weight with the bracelet. It's sitting at about 178 grams. And let's check out how accurate this piece is. And the accuracy is about -5 to -3 seconds per day. From what I've seen online about the overseas, it is in line with expectation. I'm very excited to add this to my collection. Hopefully I'm able to get the dual time as well as a three-hander eventually as well. And me and my friends will have a complete set of the steel blue dial overseas. Let me throw it on the wrist. I haven't adjusted this yet. But there it is on the wrist. I have a just under 7.5-inch wrist. It has a very big presence, so it's decently high. I love the feeling on the wrist. I think it looks fantastic. I'm leaving the stickers on here for now, just in case I do end up passing it to my buddy. Got the rubber strap over here. I think I prefer it on the blue rubber strap. I think it looks great. I think if I got a white rubber strap for this, it would look very nice as well. I think this gives it a much more casual look. Definitely like how it looks. I think for the summer, a white strap would just look fantastic with this watch. Gives it that contrast, that white with that deep blue. Let's check out the leather. Actually, the leather gives it a completely different look too. And here it is in the leather. Honestly, all of these straps suit this watch very well. What are your thoughts about the VC Overseas chronograph? I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'm very excited to add this to my collection. I've been waiting for a good part of a year to be able to get myself a VC. I'm still waiting for my dual time, but I'm super excited that I was able to get this chronograph. Thanks again for stopping by, and I will see you next time.